Welcome to Reaction Zero. Today, we'll be going over all Architect base locations in Subnautica, below zero. Since our beginning life pod spawns randomly in the Arctic kelp forest, we will start with a neutral to follow along easier. Our neutral for this guide will be the Delta Island Docks, or as many call it, Rocket Island. This is a great neutral start location since it's in the middle of the map and an easy constant for people to find. The first Architect base you will come across is Sanctuary Zero, which happens to start the main story of the game. You can find this base in Twisty Bridges. From Rocket Island Docks, head northwest about 300 meters to Twisty Bridges. Once at Twisty Bridges, head down and start looking for the glowing green Architect pillars that signify you're close to a base. Then follow them inside the cave to Sanctuary Zero.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I'll show off what's in each base, but I won't say what to do or what happens to not spoil anything. The next two Architect bases you will come across are the Architect Phase Gate Facility and Arctic Spire's Cache. Both are found in Glacier Basin. From Rocket Island Docks, we will travel west to northwest about 920 meters to the main entrance to Glacier Basin. Once at the main entrance, we want to cross the bridge that requires a special battery to power to extend. After extending the bridge, cross it and take the right path, then go under the overpass. There will be two mushroom-looking rocks. We want to pass both of these and continue going northwest to west. Continue straight and you should see the ice worm attack a snow stalker. This means you're in the right area. Continue straight northeast into the cave. Once out of the cave, there will be two ladders to your left leading to a cave. This will take you to the Architect Phase Gate Facility. Place an ion cube to activate the gate. This will be a shortcut to and from the 5 Robotics Center where you got the Snow Fox blueprint. This gate will now allow you to skip the bridge since you have to craft a special battery to constantly cross. Starting back at the Architect Phase Gate Facility, we want to now exit the cave and head north to the Arctic Spire's Cache. The next two Architect bases you can find about the same time. To save time though, it's best to go to Lilypads Island to find the deep Lilypads cave cache. From Rocket Island docks, travel clockwise around the island until you see the big section of the shipwreck. Once at the shipwreck, go over the nameplate of the ship and continue east to southeast. We are looking for the giant rock structure Omega Base is found in. Once at the giant rock structure, continue straight down until you reach the flower spores. Once at the flower spores, take the cave to the west and follow the green pillars down to the cave cache.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
The last two Architect bases will be found deep underwater, these being Crystal Caves Cache and the Fabricator Base. This far down is where you need to be careful, since this is where the Shadow Leviathans live. From Rocket Island's dock, travel clockwise around the island until you see the big section of the shipwreck. Once at the shipwreck, travel east to southeast and drop into the crevice at the beginning of Lilypad Island's bio. Once in the crevice, continue down to Marquette's base. I will use her base as my new neutral for the Fabricator base location next. Once at Marquette's base, continue down to the Crystal Caves. Here is where the Shadow Leviathans will start to spawn. From this area, continue straight through the overpass. I will be showing the first entrance to the cache here, and then the second entrance on the way to the Fabricator base. You can choose which one you like best. Both will be guarded by Shadow Leviathan. Continue east to southeast until you reach the entrance to the Crystal Cave. I recommend hugging a wall or dipping into the trenches to avoid the Leviathans. I will link a Leviathan trick at the end of the video to help avoid damage to these nasty creatures, if interested. Once you're in the Crystal Caves, you're safe from the Leviathans. The cache will be at the end of the tunnel. Remember, there is a second entrance to the Crystal Caves, and it's closer to the entrance to the Fabricator base. I'll show that next on the way to the Fabricator. Starting back at Marquette's base, head back to the Crystal Caves. At the first massive drop-off where the first Shadow Leviathan is located, hug the left wall and continue northeast to east. slightly left, you will see a massive group of crystals. This is the second entrance to the Crystal Caves cache. Continue northeast to east until you see red crystals. This will be the main cave entrance towards the Fabricator base. Once at the red crystals, continue heading down. The Fabricator base will be located below 2 Shadow Leviathans.